Hello, everybody. Welcome back again with another edition of another episode. I told you all, I told you I was gonna come back. You know I couldn't stay away from you all. I'm very excited, man. You know what? I've been on this thing all day today, and you know what? That's a shame. You know what I mean? But you know what? I need to get some rest. You know what I mean? But you know what? In spite of the things that are going on in our life, you know, one good thing about it, we still can have that joy in the midst of these trials and tribulations that we go through on a day-to-day basis. Um, I really don't know how I want to continue to execute this video, but what I will do is I will come back and try to very politely address something that I said on my other channel. I think I did it in the my first. I talked about this as I was uploading a video to YouTube on my first account, and I think I mentioned a little bit of it. I uploaded a video on Google and doing the same thing. But what I was talking about was I dealt with a little bit about growing up in genetic and aggressiveness, and I talked about how everybody is not is meant for the same thing. In other words, let me see if I can make sense out of it. Me and my brothers and sisters, we never was the type to. We never was. For me, now I can speak for me, and I'm not trying to exclude and say I'm the only one, because my mother, she raised us up in pretty much in the church, and we wasn't really raised just to go around and just pick on people. You know what I mean? We didn't come from that. It just wasn't in us. We never did, and still, even to this day, the only time that excuse me that I feel, I guess, this fan. But anyway, I just never really had. I never was really just a aggressive type person. You know what I mean? For me, I'm just speaking for me. I can't really speak for everybody. To a degree, I probably can, but for the most part, I'm just gonna tell you about me. If somebody is into, I don't know how I want to start this off, 'cause I don't want to say the wrong thing, because I know you do have to be careful what you put out here on YouTube, because people are listening, you know what I mean, and they listen to every word come out of your mouth. But at the same time, I do want to be careful what I say, you know what I mean, because I don't want nobody coming on here and saying you said this and that, and you said this and this and that and the other. I don't want that to happen, you know what I mean. But I want to try to be respectful, and I don't want to put out too much information, and I don't want to just be too personal, too casual, as I should say. But for me, if somebody is in I don't even know how I want to start this off. So I guess I'll just kind of split it up and just go straight through the horse and the rock. Go through the rock. For me, if somebody, like, let's say, like, if somebody is trying to, like, try to threaten me or something, or if I'm saying something, or maybe let's say if I'm getting on that person's nerves with what I'm saying, and you know what I mean, and the person make an attempt, or or maybe I'm in an attempt to get in a threat from that person, you know what I mean, or the person just try to threaten me or something, like, and things of that nature. Let me just call it for what it is, because I don't want to seem like, I don't want it to feel like I'm beating around the bush with this. If somebody come at me and I'm speaking to them on a level of understanding, and maybe it may not be the right time to really go to that person with that, but I'm a type of person, I pretty much have a spirit like Peter. He reacted quick before he think, like in an aggressive way. But for me, I think I react in an aggressive manner, but I'm not really no violent person. If you say something and make a threat or something, a violent threat, then I would say things like, well, I'm not afraid, or something of that nature. Not to try to put gas on the fire, but I'm using it in a way to let people know that if I speak the truth, or if I'm speaking something and I'm knowing it's true, then I shouldn't have no reason to back down. And with that being said, I guess I have to take the all of the other consequences, whatever goes along with it. When you speaking something and you standing on it and you know it's the right thing to do, then other things going to come with it. Sometimes the outcome of it, that the thing that comes with it, it does not always turn out good all the time. It's not going to turn out good. But at the same time, I would feel, for me, a lot of people feel like when you jump on somebody, or if you beat somebody up, or if you win a physical fight, let's say a physical fight with somebody, they feel like, or thinking in their mind, that is what make you a real man. But let me tell you something, that doesn't make you a real man. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to ask yourself at the end of the day, even though I won this physical whatever confrontation or competition with this person, or this debate, you know what I mean, with this person, or I won this person in a physical, you know what I'm saying, physical, you know what I'm saying, with your hands, and you putting your hands on that person and they putting their hands on you. You know what I mean? But at the same time, even if you win, and you all know what I'm talking about, then at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, where have this gotten me? You know what I mean? You still, if you got some kind of sense of human in you, you're going to feel bad, and you're going to be like, you know what, that wasn't much of a man at all with what I said. That wasn't much of a man. That was, it was ignorant, and when you really come to yourself, you really realize it's ignorant. And I always have, I'm hoping I'm not getting off the subject or nothing, but I'm going to try to come back into it and make sense. And leave your comments or your thoughts or whatever you want to do. And let me know, just give me your take on to it, and tell me if you think that if this made sense, or if you got something out of it. If, like I said, if somebody is threatening me and they say, all right, if you don't keep quiet, or if you don't, I'm just making a general statement. Because I'm a type, a person. I think I'm imaginary thinking person. I hope I said that right. Imaginary. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but if I'm wrong in the way that I said that, you are welcome to give a response video or whatever, and just let me know, because I'm still learning how to, my words, and things of that nature, and you all know what that means. But I'm a type of person, I'm not the type of person to just, the way I grew up, I'm just speaking, this is just I'm just speaking for me. I can't speak for nobody else. I never really was a fighter. You know what I'm saying? That just wasn't part of my character. Now I'm not saying that I'm a coward now, but at the same time, it's a wrong way and it's a right way to defend ourselves to the best of our understanding. It is a wrong way and it is a right way to do anything, regardless of what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning that every day on how to handle things from a different level, from a different perspective, because we know that everybody is on different levels, and we have to meet people where they are, because everybody is not on the same level. You know what I mean? But I never was. I have always been mostly a laid back person all my life. You know what I'm saying? None of my brothers and sisters, we wasn't never violent or nothing, things of that nature. We wasn't never violent. You know what I mean? We was just mostly We just didn't bother nobody, and things of that nature. And I would always be like, but anyway, if I'm in a physical confrontation, I would always like tell the person like, well, okay, I'm not afraid, but at the same time, I won't. It's just not in me to try to get into a physical confrontation with somebody. I hope I said that right. A physical, whatever it is, with somebody. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But and that's the way I have always have been. You know what I mean? That's the way I've always have been, and and you really realize as you live your life like this, you really realize that is, it's cool. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing. It's to make, you know what I mean? A lot of people feel like when you walk away, you is not a real man, you're a coward, and we don't want to feel because we're afraid of shame being brought up on our name. Oh man, you know what? You let that person did this, but you know what? It's the bigger person. You are the bigger person when you walk away from something. That is the whole point in this video and what I'm making and what I'm trying to say. So if you got anything out of this video, I know I didn't say it. I know it may not be much of nothing that was said. You might not have gotten much out of this video, but I hope you have the pieces that you can gather from it. Just tell me if you think it makes sense. Tell me what you got out of it. Give me your thoughts on what I just said. Alright. I love you, African American men and women. Coming up in the future, I want to do something for us. So stay tuned. I will be back and with another edition of another episode. So I want you all to stay tuned. Alright, bye. And I love you very much.